Hey friends, okay, this is super fun. I have something to show you. I literally just opened the box a minute ago. I haven't even really looked at it because I wanted to do this live. But here is a copy of my new novel, The Elder Sister, Miriam's story. So this is part of the Ordinary Women of the Bible, which is Guidepost Books. And I was asked who I wanted to write about. So there's a lot of different options. Now, it's not the major people like Mary, Mother of Jesus, but more minor characters, which I think Miriam. Miriam's pretty cool, pretty awesome. But why I chose Miriam is that for my book, The Grumble for Year, which released last year, 2020, I think so. I think it released last year. Anyway, for the Grumble for Year, we read through Exodus and Numbers and read all about the Israelites grumbling and grumbling and grumbling. And I loved hearing about Miriam. Miriam, we hear often about Moses, of course, and he's such a central character. Of course, he brought us the Ten Commandments and the laws, and God used him and called him. And then Aaron was the first priest, but Miriam was amazing. So, of course, we know she put helped her mother and put Moses into the Nile River. She was brave enough and approached the princess. And so I had so much fun writing about Miriam. And so it goes from childhood, of course, all the way through to right before her death. And she is amazing. And I, for many years, said I never wanted to write biblical fiction. I thought it would be too hard, too much research, which, of course, it is. It was a lot of research. I was worried because I didn't want to mess anything up and say the wrong thing when it came to biblical research. But what I found out that was so cool, there's so many cool things, but so much of what we hear about, like with the 10 plagues, of course, even though they're talking about Aaron and Moses, Miriam was right there. She was experiencing all these things, of course. She was the one who was praising when they crossed the Red Sea. It talked about Miriam leading all the women with tambourine and with praise. She was also the one that was grumbling later and got leprosy. So all these events where we hear about, she may not be mentioned in all of them with Moses and Aaron, she was there because she was in the wilderness with all the Israelites. And the cool thing is, when I was researching and even learning more about what was happening in Egypt during that time, and all the idolatry and all the worship of the Egyptian gods, again, Miriam was right there. And seeing through her eyes, or experiencing through her eyes as I wrote the novel, was super cool. So I'm going to read the back cover real quick. And it says, when Miriam's mother gives birth to a perfect baby boy, her family feels something other than the usual joy that comes with new life. They feel dread. Egypt's Pharaoh has decreed that every boy born to Hebrew women is to be cast into the Nile and drowned. But through the wisdom of El Shaddai within her, Miriam and her mother know that to save this baby, they must let him go. Now, decades later, Miriam learns her brother has returned to demand that Pharaoh let the Hebrew people go free. But as supportive of Moses as Miriam desires to be, something other than the voice stirs within her. And her years spent as a leader and prophetess among the Hebrews, can Miriam set aside her pride and accept the calling God has given her and her baby brother? So I had so much fun writing this novel. And I love this verse, which is the opening scripture verse here in Micah. And it says, in Micah 6:4, it said, I brought you up out of Egypt and redeemed you from the land of slavery. I sent Moses to lead you, and also Aaron and Miriam. So I love that even in the book of Micah, that Miriam is mentioned there. All right, now I'm opening it for the first time. the elder sister, Miriam's story. And dedication. She hasn't even seen it yet. Kaylee, she just like literally left. She's our unofficially adopted daughter. All right, now I have not even seen this yet. But in the back, they also have facts behind the fiction, and this is in all of these novels. And I will include a link because I believe they're having a sale right now on these novels. This is again Miriam, the elder sister. They have other ones that they've done. There's just a list. Okay. They've done Jochebed, which is Miriam's mother. Tikvah's, I don't know who that is, the healer's touch. I guess someone Jesus healed. The ark builder's wife, which is Zara, which is Noah's wife. The unlikely witness was Joanna's story. So there's a lot. Abigail, Tabitha, Shapira's story, which Shapira, as we know, is Moses' wife. So Jochebed, Shapira, and Miriam all tell kind of a different take on the story around Moses, Priscilla, Lydia, Leah. So a lot of different stories. But the cool thing is here in the facts behind the fiction, again, I'm just seeing this for the first time. What would Miriam's song look like? So it has more about Miriam's song. It has the Hurrian hymn, the oldest existing sheet music. So this was actually sheet music that they have from the time period. And then a man plays a lyre. So this is what actually the lyre looks like, that they would have played, the instruments they would have played. And these are from an Egyptian tomb paintings. And then it has more about the Cushites because, of course, Shapira shows up in here. It has more about the Red Sea and Cush. And then outcasts in Bible times. Okay, so Miriam, as we know, got leprosy. And she got sent outside of the camp. And so this is what it looked like with the tabernacle and the tents. And then it talks more of if you were an outcast, what would have happened. So, and then talking about the Exodus, more about the Exodus. So I love that these books, these biblical novels, have more and share more about the behind the scenes. So I'm super excited. Just wanted to jump on here. Didn't want to take too much time, but I wanted to share my new release, The Elder Sister. They're available from Guidepost. So if you go to guidepost.com, I believe, I'm trying to see if they have a specific link, but if you go to Guidepost and you look for The Elder Sister, or put in my name, you will be able to order these books. Now, you can order them individually, or you can order, so Guidepost, here, I'm going to put this up there, guidepost.org/shop. And I've written for other Guidepost series, so you'll also be able to see more series. And so I love Guidepost. They do such a good job. You can also sign up to get a newsletter if you want to find out about all the fiction that they're doing. Okay. Let me put it on this side. All right. Hold on. There we go. Can you see that? Okay. So, and there's 800 number or newsletter if you want to find out more information. Again, fresh out of the box, the first one I've held in my hand. Here is The Elder Sister.